Hey, Thomas from Field Tennis. If you want to know when to approach the net in tennis and have high success rate, then you're already quite aggressive in coming to the net, but you're probably getting passed a lot. That means you're approaching the net at the wrong time. There are two conditions that need to be met if you want to have high success rate at the net, and I'll show you today what they are. We'll take a look at some situations when these two conditions are not met, so that you'll understand more clearly why you keep losing points at the net. Know that there are other situations in tennis where you can come to the net, but today we're focusing only on the one that gives you the highest probability of winning. Alright, so this is the situation where I'm trying to approach the net, but I'm attacking from far behind, so obviously Peter has enough time to get into the position and he has good angles. So my basic condition is not met. I need a short ball first. So here's one situation. I got a short ball, I'm attacking a short ball, but when your opponent has time to position, they will be more accurate because they need to pass me or pass you when you're at the net, and they don't have much space. They can hit down the line, cross court or lob, and these are smaller areas and they need some accuracy. Now if they have time to position and stop moving, they will be very accurate. So if I just have a condition, short ball, that's also not enough. I need two conditions. And what are these two conditions? I need a short ball and my opponent running. If my opponent is hitting the ball on the run, they will be less accurate. That's only half of the answer, because now you have to ask yourself, how can I put my opponent on the run? How do I know when I'm preparing to come to the net that on my next shot, when I'm at the net, they are running? How do we know? We have one cue, and that is that if they stepped on the singles sideline or a bit over it with their foot, and we now play to the other side, that almost guarantees us that the opponent will be running when they're hitting the ball. So these are the two conditions that need to be met for you to come to the net and have 80% success chance. Your opponent stepped on the sideline, or even further, they stepped into the doubles alley and they gave you a short ball. So when you have these two conditions met, opponent over the single sideline or the extension of it, and short ball, and you attack to the other side, to the open court, you will now have a good attacking position, you will come to the net well, you will not stay behind, and your opponent will be hitting while running, and that makes it very difficult for them to be accurate. So here was one perfect situation that played out. So I managed to push Peter outside of the singles court. He stepped with his foot outside the singles court, and in my mind goes the first check mark. The first condition is met, and I'm waiting to see, is this going to be a short ball? Yes. Come to the net, to the open court. I know I have 80% chances of winning the point, and I know that Peter will be running when hitting the passing shot with me, which means he's not very accurate, and I will likely get the volley. Once you approach the net well and you force your opponent into hitting a weak passing shot towards you, you still need to hit a controlled and accurate volley to finish the point. If you feel that your volley skills are a bit shaky, then I invite you to check out my free volley course. The course tackles the most common volley myths that constantly surface in the tennis world regarding volleying. These myths are having your arms really well in front of you in the ready position, no backswing when volleying, short punch follow through, and stepping forward, always stepping forward when volleying. So if you recognize one or more of these volley myths that you're trying to apply to your net game and you still struggle with it, then I invite you to sign up for the free volley course using the link in the description, and I'll see you on the other side with all the answers. How else can we get the player outside of the court? Well, with the serve, right? I'm trying to serve wide serves, slice to the juice side, kick to the ad side. I want to push Peter outside of the singles court. If I see that I succeed, my first check mark, first condition is met. I'm waiting to see, is the ball going to be short? If yes, I attack into the open court and I approach the net, and I know that Peter will be running while hitting the ball, and he's not going to be very accurate with the passing shot at that time. Okay, so this was a good situation. Both conditions were met. Peter was outside the single sideline. In the footage you see that opponent is running, so that's something you might not be aware of, that after many years of playing is obvious to me. The moment the opponent crosses the single sideline with their foot or further, and I have a short ball and I play to the other side, they will be running. that's all I want. That is good enough for me. When I approach the net, I know their accuracy is very low and I have high chance of success. If you're still with me, I want to thank you for watching. I would appreciate any likes and subscriptions. We use 3 cameras for this video. One is here, there's an iPad, there's the phone recording. So we put a lot of effort, so thanks to my buddy Peter for helping me out. The next video that's coming in this series is how to approach the net. Today we were just talking about when. The next one is how. So we're gonna talk about the footwork, the contact point, taking the ball early and all other things. So stay tuned.